Prayers and Meditations, page 18. February 21st, 1914. Every day, every moment should be an occasion for a new and completer consecration, and not one of those enthusiastic and flurried consecrations, overactive, full of illusions about the work, but a deep and silent consecration which is not necessarily visible but penetrates and transfigures all action. A mind solitary and peaceful should always repose in Thee, and from that pure summit have the exact perception of realities of the soul and eternal reality behind all unstable and fleeting appearances. O Lord, my heart is purified of all uneasiness and anguish. It is steady and calm and sees Thee in all things. And whatever our outer actions may be, whatever the circumstances the future has in store for us, I know that Thou alone livest, that Thou alone art real in Thy immutable permanence, and it is in Thee that we live. May there be peace upon all the earth. February 22nd, 1914. When I was a child of about 13, for nearly a year, every night, as soon as I had gone to bed, it seemed to me that I went out of my body and rose straight up above the house, and then above the city, and very high above. Then I used to see myself clad in a magnificent golden robe, much longer than myself, and as I rose higher, the robe would stretch, spreading out in a circle around me to form a kind of immense roof over the city. Then I would see men, women, children, old men, the sick, the unfortunate coming out from every side. They would gather under the outspread robe, begging for help, telling of their miseries, their sufferings, their hardships. In reply, the robe, supple and alive, would extend towards each one of them individually, and as soon as they had touched it, they were comforted or healed and went back into their bodies happier and stronger than they had come out of them. Nothing seemed more beautiful to me, nothing could make me happier, and all the activities of the day seemed dull and colorless and without any real life beside this activity of the night, which was the true life for me. Often, while I was rising up in this way, I used to see at my left an old man, silent and still, who looked at me with kindly affection and encouraged me by his presence. This old man, dressed in a long, dark purple robe, was the personification, as I came to know later, of him who's called the man of sorrows. Now that deep experience, that most inexpressible reality, is translated in my mind by other ideas which I may describe in this way. Many a time in the day and night, it seems to me that I am, or rather my consciousness is, concentrated entirely in my heart, which is no longer an organ, not even a feeling, but the divine love, impersonal, eternal, and being this love, I feel myself living at the center of each thing upon the entire earth, and at the same time, I seem to stretch out immense, infinite arms and envelop with a boundless tenderness all beings clasped, gathered, nestle on my breast that is vaster than the universe. Words are poor and clumsy. Oh, divine master, and mental transcriptions are always childish. But my aspiration to thee is constant, and truly speaking, it is very often thou and thou alone who livest in this body, this imperfect means of manifesting thee. May all beings be happy in the peace of thy illumination. February 23rd, 1914. Grant, O Lord, that we may more and more be conscious of Thy law, that is, be one with it, so that we may foster its manifestation in all things. Lord, grant that I may become master of my vagabond thought, that living in Thee I may see life only through Thee, and the illusion of material reality may come to an end and be replaced by a perception more in conformity with Thy eternal reality. Let me live constantly in Thy divine love, so that it may live in me and through me. Grant that I may be an efficient and clear-sighted collaborator, and that everything within me may foster the plenitude of Thy manifestation. I know all my imperfections, my difficulties, my weaknesses. I feel all my ignorance, but I put my full trust in Thee and bow down before Thee in silent devotion.
शुचिवर्णमालां श्रद्धादपश्यमायुधामिमानम् ददानो अस्मा अमृतं विपृकृत किं मामनिन्द्राः कृणवन् अनुकथाः श्रद्धादपश्यं सनुतश्चरन्